Magpie Estate Awards, organized by Franchise India, was a gathering to celebrate the most inspiring stories from India's real estate sector. A celebration where some of the most significant brands were awarded for their pursuit of excellence.
We would like to invite on stage a beautiful woman who needs no introduction, as I firstly and already said that she is a name synonymous with Franchise India. She's also known as the First Lady of Franchise India. Please welcome the Editor-in-Chief, Miss Ritu Maurya.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and very, very warm welcome to the 9th Estate Awards, which are held annually every year. As the editor, I have worked with the real estate industry for a very long time, and I think the real estate industry's true identity is it is a business of building the future. It is a business of tomorrow or building tomorrow. Interestingly, what has happened is that the consumer has suddenly changed. This consumer has become very young. He is this 25 to 35-year-old millennial Indian who's making the real investment decisions today. And he's forming nearly 40% of our country. My point to the industry is, do we understand on the emotions that he is buying? He is making his investments. 10 years down the line, your biggest consumer is going to be a guy who's probably 16 years old today. He's going to be 26 then. Do we really understand what he's looking to buy? What is his emotional quotient of making an investment in the real estate sector? I think all these questions today need to be understood and answered by the industry, because unlike 20 years back, maybe, when the decisions were made by our parents to buy properties, today it's being made by young India. Globally, there is a recognition that you could build the best building or the best infrastructure in the world, but if you put it too far away from the city or where people are inhabited, nobody's going to reach there. Or even if people are, the carbon impact of just reaching out to a place like that is going to be so high that eventually the whole thing sort of falls flat. So we need to have more inclusive construction being done. We need complete, smaller cities being made within a city where, people can walk to their work, they can bike to their work, they can just sort of, reach out to where they can in a less space of time. So I think that is something the industry needs to sort of consider. The biggest innovation that I see in the industry is about the way, the way people are buying houses or way people are buying offices. So pretty much, the broker's role going out or becoming less significant, and there is a bigger role that is being played by technology for the matching of, the house or the right office with the buyer. Now, interestingly, let me, because we look at innovation always in the US and we sort of see where United States, what they're doing. So I came across this very interesting company called Redfin. It's still, I would say, it's not really a startup, it's quite big. It's an American company which helps to match the buyer and the property. And the biggest statement their founder made was that, the only sort of pivot we made in our business model was that we decided to, because we started with technology to match the buyer and the property, but we eventually had to put the agent back into the system because people wanted somebody to talk to. People wanted somebody they could reach out to and go out and feel the property, and somebody could tell them more about the property. We need to look at investments which are fair. We need to look at the business, the opportunity, the economics that lies by constructing our properties on time, which will eventually benefit the consumer, the country, the government, and the planet as a whole. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to you once again, and please enjoy your evening. All the best.
The top projects from across India were invited and evaluated by an eminent jury that included Vinod Jain, Chairman, Magpie Living; Suzanne Khan, Interior Designer and Founder, The Charcoal Project; Chetan Vaidya, Director, School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi; Rajiv Mishra, Principal, Sir J.J. College of Architecture, Mumbai; Anuj Puri, Chairman and Country Head, India JLL; and Ritu Maurya, Editor-in-Chief, Franchise India. The awards were open to real estate companies, brokers, builders, developers and service providers registered and based in India.
Tonight is a night of big honor for all of us, as we are now going to call on stage people who worked very hard and who, amongst so many people, have truly claimed the top spot in this award ceremony.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, these are people who have worked hard throughout the year. These are people who have been leaders. They have made a name for themselves. And these are people that we are going to honor. These are the awards everybody is looking up to and everybody wants to attain. So this is the first award category, and that is...
The Emerging Developer of the Year awards went to Hero Realty. Cabana by Gulshan Homes won the coveted category of Project of the Year North. Lingle Windows and Doors Technologies walked away with the Best Use of the Technology of the Year award. The award for the Best Housing Finance Company of the Year was bagged by PNB Housing Finance. Square Yards won in the Marketeer of the Year category. Developer of the Year National was Gaur Sons India. Viviana Mall won the Retail Property of the Year at the national level.
State Award has been there for with Franchise India for many years, and this award has evolved as the industry has evolved. So we started with largely focusing on realtors and brokers and so on and so forth, and now we see that there is a much bigger, wider ecosystem which needs to be brought in and been recognized. So this year we've also started recognizing architects, engineering firms, a lot of design firms, and so on and so forth. So I think the canvas of overall real estate awards or estate awards is growing, and in the years to come, I think this would become the voice for the industry, and also continue to recognize people who've done a good work, and especially in current times where we know that the industry is passing through a huge challenge. The new practice has been brought in, a new regulator has been brought in. So this industry needs much more recognition, and this is an industry which also contributes a big time to our economy. So I feel that every time a lot of our government or other institutions always looked upon this industry as something which they don't believe that is very credible. I think that's what our Franchise India focus is, that we want to bring credibility back to the industry so that the industry can shine. It is one of the largest employer of people, and that's what our interest is, that we make this industry back again and rise again.
Real estate is not industry. It has not been given the industry status till now. So real estate sector is going through a very bad conditions. It's in very bad shape. All the industries apart from real estate are in very bad shape. So to give some oxygen to real estate industries, at least government in the coming budget, government should give some relaxation about some affordable housing, or the mission housing for Modi, the housing for all Modi mission.
After the break, we continue to find out which other companies walked away with the honours at the coveted Estate Awards. The 9th edition of the Magpie Estate Awards saw enthusiastic participation in the categories of home and residential, retail and commercial, hotels and awards, and design and architecture. A team of independent experts select the winners from a host of applications.
State Awards 2017 is a wonderful platform for the real estate industry to come together. It has the best developers who produce from nationwide, who makes the best of the homes, the best of the commercial buildings, the best of the retail establishments coming together. In fact, in 2017, we've got a little beyond in terms of extending the scope, and we have also got hotels and hospitality to be a part of it, along with designers and architects, interior designers, also to be a part of the scope of the awards, because we feel that the industry is much larger than we would like to believe. So I think that these are brilliant times for the real estate industry if you look at it from that perspective. Our government is very proactive in terms of creating smart cities, to create more affordable housing facilities in the country, and largely to create infrastructure and put investments into place, which is more for tomorrow. The future of the future real estate, it was the government's best interest at heart is. But what I feel is that the industry's goals are not still aligned with the government's goals, which are, I feel the government, the industry is still more concerned about GST, it's more concerned about, the SOPs that it can get from the government. I think this could be the right time only if the government and the real estate industry can come together, form coalitions, form policies together in order to be able to create the infrastructure of tomorrow that India truly deserves.
We are now going to call on stage people who worked very hard and who, amongst so many people, have truly claimed the top spot in this award ceremony. And this one is truly a prestigious award that we are going to give away to some very special people tonight.
Bobby Mukherjee and Associates won in the category of Most Innovative Architecture Design Hospitality. The Designer of the Year award went to Arvind Soni of A Atmosfera di Vita. The Chairman and Managing Director of Omax, Rohtash Goel, walked away with the Lifetime Achievement Award. The Architect of the Year award went to S.R. Sikka of Sikka Associates Architecture. Luxury Villa Project of the Year South went to Sagrados, Goa, the Alchemy Group. Affordable Housing of the Year East went to the DTC project DTC Southern Heights. Fine Art Studio won the Most Sustainable Architecture Design Residential Award. Jones Lang LaSalle Residential bagged the Best Real Estate Consultant of the Year award.
Ten, 12 years back, it was very difficult for anyone to buy a house. It was mostly at the time of retirement when anybody could afford it to, or rather thought of making a house, but because of all these builders and developers, now with their first salary slip, maybe they can afford a apartment, and so as Magpie, we thought of admiring and give recognition to these builders. So we decided to join this platform.
Customer delight in our products is the final reward. I am grateful for the recognition by the jury, especially on a prestigious platform like Magpie Estate Awards. Over the 4 decades of our journey, none of this would have been possible without our dedicated team. I would like to make a special mention and attribute our continued success to each and every employee at Puravankara. It is due to the team's dedication, belief and tireless commitment that together we have been able to achieve the vision of our founder and chairman, Mr. Ravi Puravankara. As an organization, we are increasingly responsive to the dynamic needs of our customers and constantly adapting to match their expectations, whether it is design innovation or technology adoption or previously unexplored locations. We are seeking to be disruptively innovative in all spheres. This is an exciting period for us in the industry. To augment this further, the incentives recently announced by the government, especially in the affordable housing sector, will see a shift in the real estate landscape of India.
मैं बहुत व्यग्र था इधर आने के लिए। आज देश के अलग अलग शहरों के टॉप बिल्डर्स यहाँ पे आएंगे, तो बीजेपी प्रदेश अध्यक्ष के रूप में एक बार सोचा इसमें हमें चलना चाहिए, कितने देर के लिए चलना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए। तो मुझे लगा ये बेस्ट प्लेस है जहां मुझे जाना चाहिए। दिस इज बेस्ट प्लेस फॉर मी टू अटेंड दिस फंक्शन। क्योंकि दोस्तों, आप तो लोगों के सपने जो होते हैं उनको आप लोग पूरा करते हो, और बीजेपी प्रदेश अध्यक्ष बनने के बाद मैंने मैक्सिमम टाइम दिल्ली के झुग्गी झोपड़ी बस्तियों में बिताया है। 14 घंटे रहा हूं उनके बीच में। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि आप लोगों से कुछ मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर सकता हूं। हमारी एक सोच है कि जहां झुग्गी वहीं मकान, और आप इसको सुन के झुग्गी समझ के निश्चित रूप से आप तो क्रिएटिव लोग हैं, इसको हल्के में नहीं लेंगे। जहां झुग्गियां हैं वो जमीन हीरे की कीमत के समान है। आप लोगों से मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूं कि आप एक बार उस पर नजर डालें। बीइंग अ बीजेपी प्रेसिडेंट मैं कोशिश करूंगा, तो मैं इस पे प्लान कर रहा हूं। मुझे नहीं पता मुझे यहां कैसे बोलना चाहिए, बट हम बहुत जल्दी आपको इनवाइट करेंगे, जिसमें हम एक संभावना देख रहे हैं कि दिल्ली की उन झुग्गी के लोगों को बेहतर जीवन मिल जाए, सरकार को भी राजस्व मिल जाए थोड़ा, और बिल्डर्स को भी अपना फायदा हो जिसमें वो काम कर सकें। इसलिए मैं आज इधर आया। मेरी बातों को आप कैसे लेंगे आई डोंट नो, बट कहते हैं ना कि सोचना चाहिए, सोचने से कहीं कहीं रास्ते निकलते हैं। यहाँ पे बुलाने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
A motivation for architects and firms that are redefining development and creating architectural wonders in the country.